Hey YouTube, welcome back. It's part 6? Something like that. Day 11 and day 12. I'm really enjoying this game. So, very excited to keep going. We don't have anything apart from the Gospel coin, but I haven't figured that one out yet. Actually, let's try the Great Oak Tree, because we do know where that is, and that's an oak tree on that. So, the Great Oak is here. We go there with the coin. It doesn't do anything. Worth a shot. Alright. Let's go into the next day. Let's do it. Our next card. 902803X. In time, she learned that sisterhood had secrets. Had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out? She wasn't sure. But by now, she knew what she wanted, and she'd do anything to get it. 902803X. What does that mean? 902. Wait, is that? Maybe we're just looking for somewhere where two things line up like this? Oh, wait. 803 is old man. And 902 is Bowfell. It's heights. So which one is it? It's 16E. There we go. The impressive ridgeline and crinkled crag stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive. A colourful plant stands out amongst the moss. Oh, cool. Hell yeah. Alright, Pat Hellebore. And let's do it. Hi, George. Old man reckons his plant what can find pots of gold buried underground. Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. Tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of the gold your way. Didn't say that it doesn't work. Plant is believed by many to lead to gold. You're about as much like as searching for the end of the rainbow. Golden blight. There you go. We'd already found that one. That's a Merrydock. Round flowers head the Merrydock is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of strong smelling sap from the stat can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering him slow and uncomprehending. Next customer. Nailed that one. Nailed that one. I've tasked you that would greatly aid the seeds of redemption. One of the Dreyer is in town. We know he's paid you a visit already, no doubt feeding his habit. We suspect he's here to hunt the Dendru. If he returns, give him some of this. He'll make a worthy sacrifice to Dendru. Let's help him on his way. Are we just going with the cult? I think so. Let's go with the cult for this one. Almost Duncan. Heading out on the road again. Before I leave, I want to store some valuables in a safe. Don't trust myself to remember the combination. Certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. Really got something up your sleeve for me. There we go. Had that one prepared for you. Edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. Look for something specific. A very unusual looking fungus takes me back to my childhood with its wonderful smoky smell. Smells rotten. Wait, hang on. Smoky smell, wasn't that this one? Maybe? Yeah, cool. Look at us learning or remembering. Bye, Simone. Goodness, Hellebore, you haven't been getting enough food. Yeah, he has. That's terrible. Whatever will become of you. My mother's had me looking into this servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I'm not getting anywhere. Strange, I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before. I'm drawing blank when I try to find anything. I think Lord Freeman's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'd drop it off in person. That'd sneak in some Hellebore hugs. Not getting anywhere, looking through my collection Ambleside for any mention of the servant. Lord Freeman's archives at Huncaster, home to many ancient esoteric scrolls covering a wide variety of subjects. Might be worth a visit. Muncaster. There we are. All the Freeman's manservant deep into the vaults. 2 hours later, I still have found no mention of servant. On the verge of giving up, name grabbed my attention. The Woken Dendru. Didn't Verona say that was another name for the servant? The Woken Dendru is loyal to the summoner who becomes its master and commits its terrible power to the will. The servant is assumed to be immortal since there's no known vulnerabilities. It does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendru. Oh, Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher. The Great Oak and the Dendru was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, though we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants are not known. Are we the bad guys at the moment? I feel like we are. I feel like I don't want to team up with the Woken Dendru. Norwood, please. For the only thing that kept me from nodding off on night shift. Norwood. French readers feed a cold bucket. Claim that will release the spores of visible naked eye showing under unnatural light. Ah. That's really cool. Even that's the one. I like that. Simple potion that will grant courage can be brewed from the leaves. That was Norwood. Yeah, I don't know what path we're going here. That was a quick day. That was a very quick day, actually. We kind of nailed everything very quickly, so that one didn't last very long. First letter of the Latin name of a plant known as golden light. Number petals on a lucky caballia flower. Alright, I actually know that is. When the chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment. Afterwards, when the ardor was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. Yeah, I think I don't want to... I think I want to help Green Eye, not kill Green Eye, hey? At least that's how I feel at the moment. Alright. So. Where's my book? Alright, so. The golden light was actually also... My god, that is very large. What was the other name for golden light? It was... we just gave it to someone. Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. That was rude. That was very rude. Alright, hang on. We can fix this. What was golden light actually called? That's what we gotta remember while I'm doing this. Yeah, I don't think I do want to poison the guy. I think we want to stop the evil, at least on this playthrough. Like I said, I'm kind of tempted to do an extra episode of just the alternative endings, so I can see them, and so you can see them. All right, let's get this straight. Whoops. Wasn't Grey Sandfire? Wasn't that? Was it Larkshine? No, Larkshine was... No. Wasn't Red Ebony. Wasn't Red Gentia. Was it Shimmer Slung? No. Definitely the St. John's Poppy, not the Sunset Mountain Trap. Wasn't Wandering Blue. There we go. L. Weeping Bell. L. So L, and then we look at Cabalia. L7. Nailed it. And with through Meadowland, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eyes. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweeds, cat's ears, and hidden among them, something new for my collection. Cool. Alright, let's have our customer for the day. Bethany Coleman. It came for us. We're attacked at night by the servant. All the time in the forest, I've never experienced anything like what happened last night. The forest came alive and drove the beast back. Arduin has saved us, the only explanation that makes any sense. One thing is clear, we cannot do this alone, and it's not allowed the servant to get its hands on one it's looking for. Trusting with you with this, a secret the sister has kept for hundreds of years, till to defeat the woken Dendru. Keep it safe. Use it wisely, you know how to open it, of course. Oh, you would need to use, what was it called? Lock something, right? I can't remember what it's actually called. Is it Clavilium, maybe? There we go. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth, to lift a curse. Last, a pedal to secure Blackballard's reverse. So I think, really, we got an achievement for saving the witches, by the way. I think we're on the path of let's stop the servant for this one. We can have a look at what happens when we do the other ones in a future episode, but that's the path we're going here. All right. So, follow the Duddon tributary to its source. River Duddon to its source is here. Do I have it? What? Is it not? Hang on. Let's just try that again. So interestingly, it seems like if we didn't do that protection, we don't get this. So we wouldn't have had a way to find out how to stop it, basically. Yeah, this feels like the good path. So maybe we'll go that way first. And we'll see what happens with the other ones on an extra episode. But that'll be quite a heavily edited episode, I'm thinking, of just like jump around and pick those out. So, I feel like we need that plant, so we need to do that. Alright, we can travel again. Let's try this again. River Duddon. Oh, wait. What's a tributary? Because we did that. Is it actually this little offset? Is that a tributary? I think we solved it. I still don't know what the word means, but there we go. Seen this plant before. Here it is, growing in abundance. Cool. Alright, Pat Hellebore. Let's do it. Mail time. It's saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Not much about more than that, though Seed Redemptions have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside Pullovers now. Foxfield Trident. I should really find the place that I'm going before I pick this up. Alright, Foxfield Trident here. From Foxfield, the Trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of Swinside Stone Circle. A paint path leads me over edge into a dell. Here a plant thrives, sheltered from the wind. I like those ones are easy. Like, now that we know how that works, it's Very easy. Forest Fair. Okay. I'm going to Blackcomb. I will kill this servant. People are saying, who lives without fear does not live at all. When I say that I'm not afraid, it will be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Ember Soul. Or we could give him the poison, basically. We have done Ember Soul, haven't we? Yeah. Let's help him out. I think we're against the stranger for this one. We'll do the other later. Good luck. Widow's Woe. Said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Oh, the third. That's important. That's one that we need. Cool. Are we going to get yelled at by the cult now? Probably. Let me present my services. I'm a small shop that specializes in curiosities. But I've thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in perusing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. Okay, well, we may as well go do that. 21 Orchard Road. Oh, it's in Arnside, I think. Is Arnside a place? Let's see if we can see an Arnside. It was Arnside, wasn't it? Side Antiquities. There it is. So go to Arnside. Dark exterior Arnside Antiquities blends the surroundings. Taylor called Jones an ugly-looking haberdasher, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by the world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their use unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It's some time before I pull myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Okay. So bring someone back from death with... Made from a combination of Arpetum alacritus, Malaculus retentia, and Mens Fortis. This powerful elixir is dangerous, extreme caution is advised. Let's bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk to be a vacant, lost, alive, but no longer really with us. In St. Quintin's elixir. Elixir will enable any drinker to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. It would not be wise to drink this near the edge of a cliff. 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. We try to make those? We've still got time. This has been a short episode, so let's do this. Okay. Book. See how we go. I'm going to go through looking for Latin names first. We're looking for Arbitum alacritus, Maculusus retentia, and Mens Fortis. Alright. Cabalia is Arbitum alacritus. There's Cabalia. No, we just had it. Where is... That one not have a label. Or that one. That's a worry. Move these out of the identified to make sure I don't accidentally not be able to find them. I definitely have... Oh, there it is. Cabalia. Alright, that's one. That's Arbitum alacritus. Now we need Maculosus and Mens Fortis. So we're just sort of going through... Looking at our... There's go. Mens Fortis is Dranthium, which I know we've identified as well. Thank God we did all these labels, eh? Oh, wait, that's the mind-altering one. Granithium. And finally, we need Maculosus retentia. Nope, that's not it. Oh, that was it. That was it. Henchuck. Researching Henchuck can have startling effect on memory. Even small doses can result in short-term memory loss. Large amounts have been known to cause severe amnesia. Pure bulb has unusual structural growing bursts that give it striped appearance when cut open. When Adelaide hardens it and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. Reader Henchuck can have startling effect on memory. Tuberous bulb. I think it's that. I think that's it. Or it's going to blow up on our face. Who knows? Nice. Oh, hang on. So that... Which one was that? That was, where'd it go? What was the... Henchuck? Oh, that was... Elixir of the Damned. Resurrection. That's not how you spell resurrection, but we know what it means. Where'd the Henchuck go? Oh, there it is. Cool. That one can go in there. Let's do our next one. Okay. So I think some of these we already have, so let's have a look. Now, I'm pretty sure a red flower, a seed pod for luck, we don't know. 5-pointed leaf to grow courage. I think it's St. John's poppy, isn't it? No, that's hearing. Eyebright is seeing... We're looking for... Alright. We are looking for 5-pointed leaf. That's for cold. That's skin rash. Alright, candlewood is a red flower that provides protection. Produce a red flower that provides a shielding effect. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. I think that's it. In fact, I'm going to label that one now as candlewood. Question mark. There we go. Candlewood question mark. Alright, we need a seed pod for luck. And 5-pointed leaf for courage. Eye strain. That's not it. 5-pointed leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, Daisy Dock. That's it. Absolutely. On the bright side, we're actually identifying more as well as we go here. Okay, we need a seed pod for luck. Green eye. Dendra's miasma is a poison. Known to prove eyesight is the eyebright. Strength is the farmer's worry. Energy boost. Forest camphor is not it. Fox button is friendship. This is digestion. Gilded dendra is poisonous. Sandfire is dental hygiene. Harlequin blue is like a noise. This is pain relief. That's finding someone. That's memory. That's defense, basically. It's affections of the heart. That's mental faculties. Oh, that's the one there, isn't it? Now, force person to tell the truth. Flowers, pleasant looking plant, touching painful sores. Hidden sight. Confidence. Wakes you up. Air quality. Gastric distress. Red ebony is what we used before. The Ren is whether you go mad. Here we go. Sheep snap. The sheep snap is said to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. Green seed pods of sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. Do we have this one? Surely. I don't know if we do, actually. I don't think we have this one yet. Big green seed pods. I don't think we have it yet. Let's leave these two just up here for now. And that's the one, if we find sheep snap, we'll make that. We have the 5 specific plants now as well. We should actually look if we have any of those and label them red. Not yet. We don't have the corpse's friend yet. Wait, no, we do. So what do we got? They're suffering from that. Thompson Valley. Believed to help dead find peace. Patient dark magic. That's for the hunt. That is the lock. That's not it. Eye strain. We think we found that one there. Known colloquially as corpse's friend. Light pleasant descent are similar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates tonic against fevers and poisons. Do we have anything that looks like that? I don't think we do. Alright. We'll come back to that. Anyway, YouTube. I think that's a good spot for us. To leave it there. We've made a potion. We've got the better part of the next potion. We just need to get the last seed pods. We have decided that we're going to not help the Dendra. So that will be interesting to see how we go if they yell at us for that. Yeah, look, overall, I think we've done, a good bit of progress. That is day 12. For episode 6 done. I believe we're at like the climax. Like I think next episode may be the final part before we do all the alternate endings and all that kind of stuff. But either way, thank you so much for hanging out. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe, all those kind of things. We'll be back in a couple of days with what could possibly be the end of Strange Horticulture. But until then, we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.